The rinse. Luna gets her big prison break on BNB's November 14th. On the Friday, November 14th, 2025, episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna cried as she learned that Will and Elektra had moved in together. But it doesn't take her long to figure out how to break out of prison. Key takeaways. Will and Elektra moved into the beach house, which spells trouble for them. Luna discovered their relationship status on social media. She's scrambling to get out of prison. Luna's laundry escape. Luna, Lisa Yamada, was in tears as she held up a photo of Will, Crew Morrow. She's desperate to get out of prison after learning that he has moved into the beach house with Elektra, Linnea Grace. She spotted the laundry cart being wheeled by her jail cell again. We already revealed Luna's great prison escape, and we might have been somewhat right. Luna told the guard that she also had laundry that needed to be done. Obviously, the guard is reluctant since Luna has been loonier than usual lately. But Luna insisted. She grabbed a pile off the floor. Then, she struggled to push her dirty laundry through the bars of her cell. So, she asked the guard to open her cell so she could dump it into the cart. Later, the guard speaks with another guard outside the prison. One of the guards gets called away for an important matter. Luna peeked outside of the cart and looked up into the sunlight. She secured her freedom. By the end of the episode, Luna continues hiding in the cart. How did she end up getting past the guard before jumping in there? There are obviously some plot holes in this storyline. What's next for Luna? Luna's prison break occurred while Will and Elektra were enjoying the beach house. Will tells Elektra how incredible it is to wake up next to her. Will wanted to make plans since Forrester gave them the day off. Elektra said his parents were right about having them move into the beach house. So far, it's been a lot of fun. The two enjoy the sights and sounds of the beach as they rub sun lotion on each other's bodies and snap selfies. Little do they know that danger is lurking, and she'll find them on the darkest, cloudiest night ever. What does Luna plan to do next? Will she hurt Elektra? If so, Remy could redeem himself on BNB. The preview for next week teased that Luna is determined to get to Will. Her only plan is to get his attention. Luna slipped out of jail and is now back in regular clothes. It's possible she could have stolen them somewhere. How does Luna think she's going to win him over? He wants nothing to do with her. Will has told Luna that he doesn't love her, and he never will. Do you think her prison break will last? Sparkles the rinse. Luna gets her big prison break. Sparkles a bold and beautiful is-style original short story, approximate 1,500 words. The fluorescent lights of the LA County Women's Facility flickered like an exhausted heartbeat, weak, irregular, barely clinging to life. Luna Nozowa sat on the lower bunk of cell 14B, elbows on her knees, hands interlaced as though in prayer. She had been many things in her life. A fashion intern, a romantic idealist, a daughter who always tried to do the right thing. But prisoner? Never. Not until now. Everything had changed after the rinse. She closed her eyes, remembering the chaos, the haze, the panic, the sight of Zend shouting her name, and the awful moment when she realized the bottle she'd grabbed, the one she thought was conditioner, was anything but innocent. A single, horrible mix-up had shattered her life. And now she was behind bars, waiting for a justice system that seemed all too eager to make an example of her. But Luna wasn't going to be the example. She was going to be the exception. Tonight was the night. The knock. A sharp rapping echoed down the hallway, snapping Luna from her thoughts. "Visitor," a guard shouted. Luna frowned. She hadn't been expecting anyone, not today. RJ had come yesterday, his eyes tender but pained, promising he'd get her out. Lee had visited last week, her voice clipped and clinical, insisting Luna had to stay strong for the family. Poppy hadn't shown at all. She stepped out, escorted to the interview room. When the door opened, she froze. Zend Forrester Dominguez sat at the table. His posture was straight, too straight, like he was trying to hold the world together with his spine alone. "Luna," he murmured. She didn't sit. "What are you doing here?" she asked quietly. Zend looked up, and his dark eyes flashed with something she didn't expect, terror. "I found something," he whispered. "Something about the rinse. Something about your mother." A chill crawled across Luna's shoulders. "My mom." Zen leaned forward. Poppy didn't just accidentally leave that bottle out. Lunaji. But the door swung open again. Time stopped. The guard's voice echoed, "Visit's over. We're on lockdown." Zen stood abruptly. Luna, listen to me. I'm going to fix this. All of it. She reached out, desperate, fingers brushing his. And then he was gone, swallowed by the metallic door. 2. The lights go out. Luna was halfway back to her cell when the power cut out. Every light died. A second later, the emergency generators thudded awake, but dimmer than usual, flickering like dying candles. Red lights washed the halls. Sirens wailed. Move! Move! An officer barked, grabbing Luna's arm. We're switching cell blocks. Follow me. Luna's pulse hammered. Her senses sharpened. This was not normal. The guard led her through a hallway she'd never been through before. Toward the laundry facility. Her steps slowed, instinct tugging at her. The room ahead looked wrong. Too empty. Too quiet. Too prepared. And then she heard it. Footsteps. Running. 3 figures burst around the corner, all wearing maintenance uniforms. But it was the woman in front that made Luna's breath catch. Poppy. Her mother's eyes were wild, hair pinned messily under a cap. Luna, she hissed. Come on. The guard whirled, stunned. In one swift movement, Poppy lunged at him with a stun baton, small but brutally efficient. Electricity cracked. He collapsed. Luna cried. No time. Poppy grabbed her wrist. Come on. 3. The laundry chute. Luna hesitated only a moment, just long enough for every moral voice she'd grown up with to scream, this is wrong. This is illegal. This is insane. But then she saw the baton in Poppy's shaking hand. Saw the fear in her mother's eyes. This wasn't a woman staging a reckless jailbreak. This was a mother saving her daughter. Okay, Luna whispered. They sprinted into the laundry facility. One of Poppy's accomplices, a wiry man with tattoos peeking from his collar, pulled open the industrial chute. Inside, he said. Luna stared at the metal tunnel. You've got to be kidding. Do you want to stay in prison? Poppy demanded, voice cracking. Luna, go. Before she could protest, Poppy shoved her gently but firmly into the chute. Luna slid down the slick metal, tumbling into a basket of linens with a breath-stealing thud. A moment later, Poppy dropped in beside her. Move, she urged. They crawled out, racing across the loading bay. But as they reached the exit, floodlights exploded to life. A voice boomed, freeze.